Origins of Black Mamba. Former call girl and member of many organizations, most notably the Serpent Society. Tanya Seeley was born in Chicago, but little else has been revealed about her past. While working as a call girl, Rajkan Oil Company hired her, Anaconda, Death Adder and Sidewinder to form a new Serpent Squad and go on a covert operation to retrieve the mystical Serpent Crown. Tanya was given a cerebral implant that granted her low-level telepathy as well as the ability to manipulate the extra-dimensional energy known as the Dark Force. Now creating a persona for herself as Black Mamba, she would combine these newly given abilities to telepathically pluck the image of an opponent's loved one out of their mind and then manifest a Dark Force illusion which would lure her opponent in and suffocate them. Black Mamba proved herself to be a dangerous foe, facing off against heroes such as The Thing, Captain America, and Iron Man. Although The Thing, Stingray, and Triton managed to defeat the Serpent Squad, Sidewinder escaped with the Serpent Crown and Anaconda was able to free Black Mamba and Death Adder. Noting her talents, Sidewinder invited Black Mamba to join his organization, the Serpent Society. Black Mamba immediately accepted. Prior to working with Rajkan, she had been a call girl and, while the money was good, it was not steady and she was intrigued by the opportunity to make a lot of money with the society. Black Mamba thrived in the Serpent Society, forming close friendships with fellow members Diamondback and ASP as well as becoming romantically involved with Sidewinder. Because of this, she remained loyal to Sidewinder when Viper managed to infiltrate and seize control of the Serpent Society, something that almost cost Black Mamba her life. Atlantis attacks. Cobra would take a job from Gore and Lyra to obtain 4 objects containing arcane mystic powers. Cobra would split up members of the Serpent Society and send them to various locations to retrieve these objects. Anaconda, Rock Python, Coachwhip, and Black Mamba would come into conflict with Colossus, Rogue and Havoc of the X-Men over a magical totem located inside a shopping center in Lima, Ohio. Black Mamba uses her Dark Force to form the image of Polaris on Havoc. The Dark Force image begins to constrict, but Havoc fires a plasma blast that causes a huge amount of canned goods to explode. Black Mamba is covered in goo and loses control of her Dark Force. Havoc then plants Black Mamba inside a huge can filled with gunk. Civil War. During the events of Civil War, Black Mamba joined Captain America's anti-registration group alongside ASP and Diamondback. She was later taken into custody by the Avengers, though she escaped and was most recently seen with several other villains in the bar with no name. Dark Reign. During Dark Reign, Black Mamba joined the Hood's army as a member of the Women Warriors, alongside Diamondback, ASP, Quicksand, and Skane. They participated in the attack on Asgard, and escaped when the battle ended. Powers and abilities. Black Mamba possesses the ability to project an inky cloud of extra-dimensional energy known as the Dark Force. This energy is manifested by Black Mamba as a limited quantity of viscous semi-solid matter. It is not known how far Black Mamba can project this energy manifestation, but her control over it seems limited by her line of sight. It is also not known how much of it she can manipulate at once. So far she has not been observed using it against more than one person at a time. Black Mamba uses the Dark Force, a process she refers to as shedding her skin to surround, constrict, and suffocate her opponents. The maximum amount of pressure she can generate through her Dark Force projection is not known. However, the superhumanly strong thing seemed unable to break its grip when he was encompassed by it. During the Superia crisis, after a suggestion by Captain America, Black Mamba discovered that she could surround herself or someone else if they remained within her line of sight with a cloud of Dark Force. She could alter its appearance to disguise herself as someone else. Black Mamba also possesses some form of hypnotic ability, enabling her to mesmerize her opponents into perceiving her Dark Force projection in the image of someone they love or trust. It is not known how irresistible this ability is, but the Thing, Iron Man, and Captain America have proven susceptible to it. As part of the hypnotic illusion, her opponent imagines him or herself in the embrace of his or her self-chosen loved one, and the implausibility of the loved one's sudden materialization and provocative behavior is overwhelmed by the sensation of euphoria she triggers in most human brains. If one remains in the grip of her illusory dark force projection for too long, he or she will succumb to suffocation. The amount of time this takes varies according to the stamina and breath control of her opponent. The victim dies, however, overwhelmed by ecstasy. Black Mamba may need to be within line of sight of her opponent not to direct the dark force, but to use it in conjunction with her hypnotic power.